Hey guys, welcome back to the Lucy Show. Hope you guys are all doing well. Coming into the stream as usual. If you enjoy my live streams just on anything random, news, stories, and not so much finance related, definitely make sure you are subscribed. Ring that notification bell to not miss out on any future videos. And always smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. But especially smash it if you like this super cute astronaut Bitcoin sticker I got over here. Thank you all. And if you like free money, basically free money, check out these 6 free stocks you can get from Moomoo using my referral link down in the description below. Moomoo is a professional stock trading app that allows you to trade commission free, and you're currently able to get 6 free stocks just by opening up a new account and depositing as little as $1. Okay, so we have some, again, Elon Musk and Trump made headlines. I don't know why I'm surprised anymore. I guess the timing of it is funny because Elon Musk said that he's backing out of the Twitter deal, and then Trump got all excited and was saying how people should be joining Truth Social, and then all of a sudden you have Elon Musk and Trump battling it out on Twitter, and now just everywhere I look, it's like Trump news and Elon Musk news. So I don't think they're good friends at all. I don't know if they ever were, but definitely they're not in a good relationship. But one thing is for sure, I think they have a similar enemy, and right now it is the media, because the media has not stopped literally attacking Elon Musk and probably every single person that is associated with him since the middle of May, when Elon Musk finally said that he's never voted for a Republican in the past, but it's going to change and he's going to vote for the right. And he knew, and he said this on Twitter, that the left was going to come for him. And he had a feeling that pretty much there's going to be some dirty tricks coming his way. And honestly, within within the first 48 hours of him even saying that he's going to be voting for the right, bad news started to come out about Elon Musk. And ever since then, we found out so many things, right? I didn't know that there was some type of a harassment suit, something to do with a horse. We got that. And then all of a sudden we found out that he has babies with that girl that works for Neuralink and also worked for a bunch of his other companies. Just all of these news, they're just trying to target it to make him look bad. But I mean, I feel like this is just regular news, and it could have been revealed last year, especially with the news of his like baby mama. That could have been released like last year, if anything. And then like about his son, with the name change, and well, I guess now I should say I forgot what his son's name is, but his son is now trying to distance himself, wants to change the name, doesn't want to be named last name Musk anymore, wants to be a girl. Like, all of these news are all just trying to paint Elon Musk overall in an uncomfortable, if anything, light. And then today, I'm not shocked, but I was a little bit shocked because I guess I just assumed that Elon Musk didn't have a close relationship with his dad, because he obviously, we know, the beginning of May 2021, that's when he brought his mom, May Musk, to SNL, and that's when he talked about Dogecoin, and he gave his mom some Dogecoins for Mother's Day. So we know that he's close with his mom, and we see like tweets with his mom and stuff, but I never really thought about his dad. So I felt like he never really tweets about his dad. I don't really see any pictures. I don't really see any like anything about him and his father, that I was just like, okay, I'm assuming that they don't have the best relationship. I just always assumed that, and I never cared to do any Google searches with Elon Musk's dad. I never even typed in Elon Musk's father into Google ever. But today I did, and if you check it out right now and you type in just Elon Musk's dad into Google, hold on, let me do it. Give me 1 second. You just type in Elon Musk dad onto Google right now, and you're going to see that this was posted 10 hours, sitting at the top, Errol Musk, I think that's his name. Errol, I don't even know how to pronounce that. ERROL. Errol Musk. On Tuesday, Musk's father, Errol Musk, 76 years old, revealed that he had a second child with his stepdaughter, Jenna Bezwindahoot, 34 years old, 3 years ago and gave the creepiest explanation as to why. And this is updated 10 hours ago. So again, negative news in a very, very shady way of just presenting the information, right? You could say, you don't have to say it's creepy as explanation, but let's read the explanation together. So that's all I know. That this is what his dad looks like. Like, I'm assuming that's the stepdaughter that he ended up having children with. But we'll read more about it and what's creepy about it. It's not something you hear every day, I'll give you that. But again, unless they're blood related, which it says stepdaughter, I don't think they're blood related by any means. Um, I don't think that's creepy. It's different. We'll just leave it at that. But in other news, unfortunately for Trump, I don't know how he feels about it or if he made any true social posts. I'll check in a bit. But I found out about this because everyone was talking about this today that Ivana Trump, Donald Trump's first wife, dies at 73 years old. Ivana Trump, the first wife of former President Donald Trump and the mother of his three eldest children, has died. Her family said on Thursday she was 73 years old. I am very saddened to inform all of those that loved her, of which there are many, that Ivana Trump has passed away at her home in New York City. Donald Trump wrote in a post, okay, so he did, on Truth Social, his social media platform. Quote, she was a wonderful, beautiful, and amazing woman who led a great and inspirational life. Her pride and joy were her three children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. She was so proud of them, as we were all so proud of her. Rest in peace, Ivana. It is with the deepest sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved mother, Ivana Trump says. Ivana Trump. Her children said in a statement. Our mother was an incredible woman, a force in business, a world-class athlete, a radiant beauty, and caring mother and friend. Ivana Trump was a survivor. She fled from communism and embraced this country. She taught her children about grit and toughness, compassion and determination. She will be dearly missed by her mother, her three children, and 10 grandchildren. Oh my gosh. So Ivana Trump's mother, I guess, is still in the picture. That's really sad when you're a parent and you have to see your child go. According to ABC News New York affiliate, police responded to her residence on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. All I know about the Upper East Side from watching Gossip Girl is that it's very expensive to live there in New York, where she was found dead at the bottom of a set of stairs. Oh no. ABC reported that her death is not considered suspicious, and police are investigating whether she may have fallen. An initial report from ABC said police believed she died of natural causes. Ivana Trump Zelnikova was born on February 20th, 1949, in Czechoslovakia, and became a competitive skier. In 1971, she married Alfred Winkelmeyer, an Austrian ski instructor and friend, so she could obtain Austrian citizenship and leave the communist Czechoslovakia. According to her lawyer at the time, they divorced in 1973. What a good friend. I guess this marriage was purely just to escape the communist Czechoslovakia. She then moved to Canada, working as a ski instructor and model. She met Donald Trump during a modeling trip to New York City in 1976. They were married the following year. The Trumps' relationship was often fodder for the tabloids. They divorced in 1992 following his affair with actress Marla Maples. Oh, did not know about that. Donald Trump married Maples in 1993. She gave birth to his fourth child, Tiffany, the same year. They divorced in 1999. I know he has a daughter named Tiffany, and I know she's blonde, but like I feel like the tabloids never really talk much about Tiffany. It's always about Ivanka Trump. In 2005, Trump married Melania Knaus. I don't really know how to say her last name. A Slovenian model and mother of their son Baron, who was born the year after their wedding. Man, he actually has a lot of kids. But anyways, fast forward, basically 7 hours ago, Ivanka Trump, the daughter of Donald Trump, said heartbroken by, she posted this on Instagram and she posted a bunch of pictures of her and her mom. And she said, heartbroken by the passing of my mother. Mom was brilliant, charming, passionate, and wickedly funny. She modeled strength, tenacity, and determination in her every action. She lived life to the fullest, never foregoing an opportunity to laugh and dance. I think that's such a sweet tribute. But I gotta say, that's really tough for the children, whether, obviously these people are famous and were living at the White House. But I do think that it's quite hard for me to, I guess, wrap my head around the whole situation because I've never had somebody pass away and then I post about it on social media. Not that I never had somebody pass away while having social media, I have. But it's just maybe I'm just more private. I feel like I wouldn't be able to, not knocking anybody who does, because I know a lot of people post about that, or like celebrities when they, lose babies and stuff like that. They post it on social media. For me, I feel like if somebody close to me, like a friend or like a best friend, or like a family member, if they, knock on wood, unfortunately passed away, I don't think I would even want to be on social media. I think I would be kind of MIA, at least for like on the day of. And I'm not sure if that's something I would like to announce to the world. I think the words that, Ivanka Trump said here is very sweet. And I think that, if her mother could hear her in heaven, then she'll probably be like, that's a really sweet message. I think it's great to like pay tribute, but maybe I just don't think I could do it. Or do it like on the day or like when it's still fresh, maybe like later on. And also I feel like it just, you can pay tribute like in your heart as well, but that's just me. Everybody's different on the way that they, grieve and mourn. Hi there, Henry. Welcome to the stream. Alan Zlatko. How old was she? How old was she? Are we talking about Are we talking about Ivana Trump, not Ivanka Trump. Ivana was let's see here. 73 years old. But kind of, I guess we're talking about people in their 70s now today. That's the truth. Nobody can escape time. Welcome back. Amazing human being. Smash that like button. Thank you, Alan. His dad knew her since she was a toddler. Creepy, Henry says. Sad she fell down the stairs. I was reading that earlier. She's 35, lol. He also believes we should populate the earth too. His dad is like Woody Allen. Oh my God, Henry. Yes. Okay. So it's good that you brought in Woody Allen because I didn't know about that news until I started to read like the comments on Twitter. Um, so this obviously is all over the news. Okay, so I'll just read you guys a couple headlines. This is New York Post, but if you just search Elon Musk's dad right now on Google, you're gonna see Insider saying headline: Elon Musk's dad has second child with 35-year-old stepdaughter. NDTV: Elon Musk's father, 76, has secret child with 35-year-old stepdaughter. And then we've got Rolling Stone saying, like father, like son, Elon Musk's dad has secret second kid with obviously stepdaughter. I think the shocking part is not so much the secret child, because obviously Elon Musk has had secret children that nobody really knew about. I mean, I didn't even know that he had a baby girl with Grimes until, well, I guess Grimes revealed it in an interview, I think with like either Vanity or some other news outlet. And the Daily Beast says Elon Musk's dad reveals he had a second child with his stepdaughter. So I guess at least the difference here between all the other news that's been reported about Elon Musk, where, like, what's her name, Shiva or something, the girl that works at Neuralink and has a child or maybe twins with Elon Musk. So that story obviously was not like leaked by her, or she was like, hey, like, let's do interviews about my children. That was like information that neither Elon Musk or her was like talking to a news outlet about. This is more like people found out about the news, probably like, I forgot how. Is it a new name change or something with the twins? But either way, that was clearly news outlets finding their way, making money off of it. But this news about Elon Musk's dad, though, it seems like he wanted people to know. At least he's revealing it. This is not like, oh my God, we just found this out because of some court filing or name change or whatever. So different, definitely different. And then, yeah, so about Woody Allen, I, like, recognize the name Woody Allen, and I know he's in, like, in the film industry, but I never knew that about Woody Allen. But in the comments, people were comparing Elon Musk's dad with Woody Allen, and they're like, "Woody Allen also married his stepdaughter and whatnot and, like, had kids." So now I type in Woody Allen, and it turns out he's not okay, so Woody Allen is an American film director, writer, actor, and comedian whose career spans more than 6 decades, oh my god, and multiple Academy Award-winning films. Uh, I'm looking at his movies. I guess some of these he either like was a director of or maybe he was in, but it says on Google like some of his movies. I gotta say, I didn't watch most of them. Maybe I need to watch more, but I don't think I've watched most of the movies, especially the older ones. But I recognize that some of these are like big name actors and actresses. Like we got which one? Oh, I've actually seen A Rainy Day in New York. So I guess that might have been a Woody Allen film. A Rainy Day in New York from 2019. I randomly watched that because Selena Gomez was in it. And then I also recently watched Midnight in Paris, just out of random. That was a 2011 film with Owen Wilson and Rachel McAdams. So they're both, he has an interesting, I guess, sense of artistic production because it's like the vibes I get from Midnight in Paris and A Rainy Day in New York, it's not the same, but I'm not surprised that it was like if it is involving him because it has like this different feel to it. I don't know. It's different from other movies, both of them. Hi there, David. Hi, Lucy. Who you love the most, your mom or your dad? Ah, that's so tough. What about you guys? Don't ask me that. That is like, okay. So I gotta say, when I was younger, I used to favor my dad. I think when I was younger, I favored my dad because um basically my dad was like constantly away, business and whatnot. So I felt like I always missed him and I felt like I liked my dad more because I was just seeing my mom too much. I would see her way too much. So growing up, I felt like I was a little unfair to my mom because I liked my dad more. I knew I did. But then as I got older now, even though I'm not a parent yet, or maybe I am and I have 10 kids in the other room. Um, but I'm not a parent yet, but I'm starting to think more like as if like what I would think if I was a parent or how I would treat my kids and whatnot. So I think as I got older, I'm trying to like put myself into like a mother's shoes. I end up getting closer to my mom and now I like them honestly the same. Like I would freak out. I would freak out. Hold on. Let me ask you guys. Pick one. That's what I will say. Mom or dad? Pick one. Or oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I guess I should be saying birth parent one or birth parent two. But mom or dad, I'll ask you guys if you do favor. Don't answer it if you don't favor anybody. I currently like them honestly the same. Like if it was like a burning building situation, I don't know. I don't know who I would go to. I think I would have to save my mom though because when you're stuck in like the moment and for me, I would just have to take like emotions out of it and just try to be as rational as possible. I'm sorry, I'm making you people think about burning buildings and parents, but if I had two people, right? Like I had two people stuck in a building and it's on fire and they're two separate rooms, two far apart rooms, and I can only pick one to save. I only have like 10 minutes. I would just have to pick somebody that's younger. Me, the only fair way to think about that in the spur of the moment is if I didn't favor one over the other, like one wasn't a stranger and the other was my parent, I would have to go with the person who didn't live as long, right? Like I personally feel that way. So I would go for my mom because my mom's younger than my dad. And I'll be like, okay, well, my dad had a couple more years than my mom. So too bad, dad. Uh, sorry, dad. Man, Henry's that's similar to what happened to my grandpa. Alan says he fell and broke his neck on. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. He died in a nursing home. I'm sorry to hear that. Henry says, true, Alan. Last year, a good friend lost his elderly mother after she fell and broke neck on a nightstand. Oh my god, it's the falling, the falling. See, I don't know what happened. Again, we're probably gonna have to wait for autopsy reports and it'll hit the news, I'm sure, with Ivana Trump. But since they said she was like at the bottom of the stairs, we could probably, most people are going to assume that she probably fell down the stairs. So, again, not life advice, but if I get to a point where I walking is a problem and I might worry about my balance and if I could possibly fall, like over the age of, I want to say even over 65. Um I think anybody over 65, in my opinion, or for myself, that's how I would treat myself. I would not walk the stairs because I would figure that my knees would just not be as good anymore, and then if I do have some type of, I'm not saying everybody who's like 70, 80 can't walk stairs because there are people who are healthier than me, like can run marathons at like 70, 80, and I can't. Never ran a marathon in my life. I'm very I should one day do that while I still can. But yeah, not saying everybody's the same, but most people, if you have health issues, I think if I have health issues at any age, I just probably would avoid stairs because you never know. It's like that extra obstacle. Why would you want to place that for yourselves? If I could avoid it, I probably want like an apartment when I'm older. Like right now, I want a house. Like I want a house, even though I know it's going to be more work. If you live in a place where it's snowy, you have to like shovel snow, or even if there's no snow, you have to deal with grass, and tree leaves and stuff. So even though it's more maintenance, I really want a house. But when I'm older, I think I don't mind living in an apartment because I probably feel more safe, to be honest, and probably get a security guard or something. I have trouble walking, and especially downstairs with no rail. Horrible. Oh my god, who walks downstairs with no rail? I don't think I've walked downstairs with no rails. I guess maybe only on hikes, only on like, yeah, like when I went to Banff, I want to say in Canada, there were a couple stairs that I walked, some man-made, some really poorly made, without rails, but I was very, very careful. Woody Allen had a weird interview with Alec Baldwin a couple weeks ago. He might make one more movie. Henry says, two losers. Oh my God. Oh, you guys are so cute. All right. Cheers to our mothers. 57% of you like your moms more than your dads. Ouch for dads. I still love my dad. I love them both honestly the same. Just because I would save my mom in a burning building doesn't mean I don't love my dad. Hi there, Zombie Doge. Hi there, Luci Travel. Get a ghost house, more fun. I would get a ghost house if it was really, really cheap and nobody else wanted it because it's a ghost house. I honestly don't mind. And then I can make videos there and then maybe make more money selling tickets to my ghostly haunted house. Make back all of that. Okay, anyways, time to read it before I get way too far ahead of myself. Um, let's read about this because, well, actually, Woody Allen. I'm gonna read about what Woody Allen first. So if you search, well, actually, I think I had a tab here. So if you type in Woody Allen, stepdaughter, just type in Woody Allen and stepdaughter. You're gonna see that they were, I guess, together from December 22nd, 1997, guys. 1997 to present. They were together. So that's wild. I guess that's when they were married, okay? With Soon Yi Prepin. And it says Soon Yi and Woody Allen continued their relationship and married in 1997. Since then, they have adopted two children together. So that's different, though. That's different because people are comparing Woody Allen with them. I mean, people are comparing Woody Allen and his stepdaughter relationship with Elon Musk's dad. But Elon Musk's dad, we'll read about it, but it looks like from the headlines that he actually had a kid with his stepdaughter, like not adopted. So they adopted. I mean, it's kind of still the same, I guess, because they both married. Or I don't even know if Elon Musk's dad is married to his stepdaughter, but they're together nonetheless. I guess that's a similarity. They both ended up with their stepdaughters. Um, and again, I personally in my real life, I don't know anybody like this. But then again, if I look at the Kardashians, like if I look at all the Kardashian sisters and their love lives, and their entire family gang, uh, that's not something you see every day either. That's not something that I know of either in real life with any of my friends or close family or even distant relatives. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's easy to judge celebrities and wealthy people because it's like a circus. They do wild, wild things. And I think it's because they just got so much money that it's more likely for people to do things that, the average Joe like you and I, who like either work 9 to 5s or can't afford a bunch of things, will not have the time to live these wild, wild lives. And as much as I can see people judging like Woody Allen and Musk, I've seen worse. I gotta say, I've seen worse. Is this worse to me, or is it more bad when I see news of just like, you know, parents kidnapping each other's children when they get into like a bad divorce, or like the father is depressed or the mother's depressed and then somebody stabs somebody and then like, I don't know, hurts a baby afterwards, their own children. Like, I've seen a lot worse. There's a lot more sick people in the head. This is just, I think, not your average cup of tea, but I'm actually, I'm like, whatever. To me, and maybe this is like very unorthodox thinking, but I'm not very normal, I think. But I think it's okay. It's all okay in my books. I don't judge anybody for how they live their lives, who they want to love, who they want to have kids with. The only thing I will judge you for is if you judge other people for just being different. And I will judge you if you are like straight up hurting someone with your words and your actions. I think murder is wrong. So if you're not killing people, hurting people, beating an old grandpa and grandma for no reason and attacking the youth because you're taking advantage of the fact that they can't defend themselves and they're weak, then you're not that terrible and scary in my books. Thank you, Zombie Doge Army. Thank you for the super chat. The hex, all them stars. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, is that like, did YouTube just all of a sudden decide to upgrade their super chats and just put a bunch of like, those kind of look like Dragon Ball Z balls with the star, but there's just one star. They could have put in more effort to make it look actually like Dragon Ball Z, but maybe there'll be copyright lawsuits or whatever. Lucian Towel says, uh, Dollar Tree store. I love the Dollar Tree. Creepy old man topic. Chill Gentility says, Luke, I am your father, which makes me Elon's grandfather. Cabin would be nice. I figured you were drunk, zombie, in appropriate ways. When you go on vacation, do you like to walk for hours and hours? David says. So when I go on vacation, do I like to walk for a long time? Yes. I really like to walk. And then if I'm on vacation, I feel like it's just, you get so much more and you get so much more of what the place is like, in my opinion, or maybe because I'm just like slower at processing. If I am like sitting in the back seat of an Uber or whatever, it's just harder for me to digest. And even worse if I'm driving in a new city, new town, it's harder for me to process like all food that's around me, everything that's going on. Just like all the architecture, whereas when I'm walking it just feels so much nicer, and I'm one of those people that I'll look closely at like a statue and what it says. So I like to take my sweet time. I like to walk around, and also I need to put in effort to get my 10,000 steps, even on vacation. Yeah, got the notification late. Zombie Doge says, oh no. Okay, so guys, for any of you guys that are new here, or you don't really get my live stream notifications, I will try my best, because YouTube doesn't give notifications on time all the time. I will try my best to still be on time for around 10:30 or 10:35 p.m. I think that's when I started PST. So around 10:30 p.m. is when I start taking my thumbnails until I like it, and then I start my stream. Thank you, Henry Beal Jr. Thank you for the cake slice. No one wants to know about your Dragon Ball. I got special stuff. Zombie and Doge Army says, VIP super chats, it's new. Oh, okay, wow. Yeah, some of them have the ball, some of them don't, but I'm cool. All right, so All right, enough with the explanation on the story, and let's just read into it because I have no idea what is going on with Elon Musk's dad. Okay, New York Post. I'm just gonna, there's so many articles, but I'm just gonna read. So my eyes are off the chat right now, guys. I will be right back, but I'm literally reading this. Okay, so it says Elon Musk's dad, 76, confirms secret child with his stepdaughter. You can play this video if you want to go watch this, but I'm not gonna play the sound. I'm just gonna read it. So it says Elon Musk's lusty dad. Lusty dad, Errol. He should go. I feel like Elon Musk would be like, I wouldn't put it past him to like call his dad and be like, hey, Lusty. Lusty dad, Ero, has finally revealed he sired. What? Who says sired anymore? He sired a secret second love child with his glamorous stepdaughter, Jana. I'm just going to say B because I don't know how to pronounce that. And the last time I heard the word sired used, I'm not sure if it's the same spelling, but the last time I heard the word sired was from Vampire Diaries, when the original vampires were siring or I think it was Klaus that was siring the werewolf slash vampires that he was making. So it's kind of like this control you have over somebody when they were talking about it in Vampire Diaries. Anyways, the Musk patriarch, 76 years old, welcomed the baby girl with Jana, 35 years old, back in 2019, but only confirmed the news on Wednesday, bragging to the Sun. The only thing we are on Earth for is to reproduce. That's something I would love to hear from you guys down in the comment section below and in this live stream. Do you think that that is the only thing we are on Earth for? Because people are saying that Elon Musk is like his dad, like father, like son. But if that's what they're basing it off of, and his comment on the only thing we are on Earth for is to reproduce, I love for you guys to let me know if Elon has ever said that, because I don't remember him tweeting that the only reason we're on this planet is to reproduce. Because then I think he would make like a baby factory instead of a Tesla gigafactory, and he probably really wouldn't be working on us going to Mars. He would just be trying to make us figure out ways to make us have more babies. So I don't think that that's his ultimate goal here. Um, but sure. The two already share a 5-year-old boy, Elliot Rush, born in 2017. Oh, okay, so they literally have two kids. Ero clearly shares his most famous son's hearty desire to procreate. With his admission coming just a week after it was revealed, Elon fathered two children with an executive at his artificial intelligence company Neuralink. Weeks before his second child with ex-girlfriend Grimes was born. Wow, it's just like baby bonanza for Elon Musk for I guess that year. Errol admitted Jana's pregnancy was unplanned and told the publication that they are no longer living together, citing their 41-year age gap. Okay. So I guess his relationship again is not like Woody Allen's, which is long lasting since 1997. It's not practical. She's 35, Errol declared. Eventually, if I'm still around, she might wind up back with me. He added, any man who marries a younger woman, even if you feel very sprightly, it's going to be nice for a while, but there's a big gap, and that gap is going to show itself. No, duh. The Musk family tree is complicated and is growing more so by the day. Ero has 7 children, while Elon has fathered 10 offspring. I'm sorry, that's not funny, but I feel like Elon Musk upped his dad. He 3 upped his dad with his 10 kids versus Ero's 7 kids. Ero was a wealthy South African engineer. Oh, he was also an engineer. Married model May Haldeman Musk, which is Elon's mother, in 1970, with whom he had 3 children, Elon, Kimball, and Tuska. The couple split in 1979. Okay, so after 9 years, before Ero went on to wed Hyde B, a young widow who already had 2 children, including Jenna. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh, who already had? I'm not understanding this right. Oh, okay. All right, sorry. I like spinned out there. I was like, what? Okay, so then in 1979, Elon Musk's dad, Ero, went to marry someone named Hyde, and she was a widow who had two children. Okay, one of them is Jenna, who then Ero ended up with. I was like, what? What? Ero and Heidi had two biological children together. Oh my god! So okay, that is a wild family tree. That means her mother had two kids with Elon Musk's dad. So technically, I don't know how you call that then. That means she has step a like either stepbrother or stepsister. She has step siblings. She has step siblings. So that's like, what do you call that? That means Elon Musk's dad has kids who share the same blood as her, half blood, step. But they would be calling her now that well, I guess she's not actually with him, but if she was married to him, then she would have been both their step sister and stepmom. Yes. I guess that's where the family tree gets complicated. And then who was just okay, wait. So it says Ero and Heidi had two biological children together, but he also helped raise Jenna, who was just 4 years old when he became her stepfather. Ero and Heidi eventually divorced after an 18-year marriage. Oh my gosh. But the Musk family was subsequently stunned when Jenna became pregnant with Ero's baby back in 2017. It led to a bitter falling out between Ero and Elon. That is uncomfortable because, once again, for Elon Musk and for Ero and Heidi's kids, Jenna is their stepsister, but she became the stepmom in a sense, or the I don't know, person that my dad's dating. That is quite uncomfortable. And then it says Ero and Heidi eventually divorced after 18 years. Okay, it led to a bitter falling out between Ero and Elon, with the Tesla CEO furious that his father had impregnated his stepsister. Ero's other children were also shocked and uncomfortable about the surprise pregnancy. Again, I think the discomfort and uncomfortableness comes from you're not expecting that, right? Like if you think that's your stepsister or your sister, if you're that close, you don't just forget the step part and you just like call that your sister, the person your sister, and then all of a sudden they're like with your dad. Yeah, I think it's a harder pill to swallow. Yeah, it's a harder, I don't know. What's worse? I mean, what's harder to deal with? Would you guys rather be in a position where hold on, I'm going to do a poll here because I just have very random thoughts. Hold on, guys. Let me end this poll where I know you guys love your mothers. Don't forget to call your moms. It doesn't have to be Mother's Day just for you to show some love. I'm going to end the poll on the mother situation, and I have to ask this. I know this is sick, but I kind of have to. I just want to know, like, what would you rather? What? Oh, wait. Pick one you rather. Number one, your dad turns into your mom. So transgender. Yeah. So if your dad turns into your mom, doesn't want to be your dad anymore, or doesn't want to look the way he used to look. He wants to get surgery, wants to be exactly like your mom. Okay. So kind of like the Caitlyn Jenner situation. So you pick one, either your dad turns into your mom or your dad marries your stepsis. There we go. I'm sorry, guys, but you have to pick one. I really don't know which one I would pick, so I'm just gonna see what you guys think first. Wait, 200 mules. I thought Luci said they divorced after 18 beers. That would be a funny story. I divorced your dad because we had 18 beers and then we finally realized the pains of our reality. I love you guys thinking hard on this one. Hi there, JB. 10,000 steps is a must. Who else in here does 10,000 steps a day? Because like sometimes I just say it in short to people. They're like, "Oh, what do you do for your diet?" And I'm like, I try to eat less junk food, and I do 200 crunches a day, and I do 10K steps. So I just say 10K steps. And people are like, what the heck is that? And when I tell them I do 10,000 steps, like I walk 10,000 steps a day, usually the reaction I get is, are you crazy? How do you do that? And I'm like, it's actually quite simple. If you put in the time to play on your phone and go on your TikToks, like usually the time I waste on TikTok and Instagram reels, not the finance ones, but like literally just BS, whatever is on the For You page, or just recommended to me on Instagram. So anything that's like popular, whatever is trending, that's just popping up. Sometimes I'll just like lose hours without knowing, and I'll just be walking around either the house or like outside. I'll lose track of time, and I'll spend like, next thing you know, an hour and a half just pacing, walking around really, really quickly. And I'm already like done with like 6,000 steps. And I usually just step around a lot when I'm not on the bed talking. Actually, it's counting steps right now. So I can show you guys how much I've already moved. But a lot of it is cheating because I think I just like do so much hand movements. Uh, I've walked 11,700 steps already today, and I didn't really walk all of that. Most of it is just me moving on here. And the originals, also vampire series about Klaus Sakias, and hi there, Elon Lust, Lusty. I like that. Elon's lusty dad. I'm gonna start calling people lusty from now on. No one wants to know your dragon balls. I think it is creepy, David says, to think, when did the attraction between them actually start? How did it happen? Who started it? Where those feelings since the beginning? Yes, David. Same thoughts exactly. But for me, I'm trying to take a step back and go at it with an open mind. Yes. I mean, honestly, not saying Elon Musk's dad or Woody Allen, but let's just say like anything, okay? Like if Kyle, if Kyle over here, I don't know, the South Park characters never grow up, but I think they're like supposed to be 7 or 8 years old. So let's say he's 8 years old and I'm 420 years old. I adopt Kyle and I'm like, come here, sweet child, come into my home. I'm going to take good care of you. And then we end up getting married and having kids when he's 20 years old, and totally legal. Um, yeah, that would be, I think, the first thing that people think about, right? They'll be like, well, Lucy, when you first decided to adopt this child when he was 8, what were you thinking? Um, were you really trying to be a mother, or, was something else involved? And considering you've been together since he's 18, did you magically develop feelings at just 18 when he turned 18? Or did you develop feelings prior to 18? And that's when the popo comes along. So it's a pretty uncomfortable question, but I will say medieval times. That's my only way to go about it. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying that the way we view what's legal and illegal 200 years ago was very, very different. If this happened for Elon Musk in the 1600s, in the 1700s, it probably wouldn't even make dinner gossip, because that's probably what's happening all the time, because people are like, I don't know, with their cousins. So very intense question for sure. And it does make one question, but I'm pretty sure for legal purposes, not saying Woody Allen or Elon Musk, but for legal purposes, I'm sure anytime there are stories like this and people ask, the people involved are just gonna have to say, I only became attracted at the legal age of 18 or maybe 21. I don't know. So that's how I think people will answer it, but I definitely do not believe that that's when it was true, right? I don't know if you guys agree with me on that one, but let me know. Lucy, come here, sweet child. You have grown, but you're still my child. Thanks for traumatizing my mind, Zlatko says. Wait. Okay, I realized what you guys chose. This whole entire, I know, I could just go on and on about things like this, but I'm just trying to say less. Pick one you rather. So this is what you guys rather have. Oh, wow. I'm surprised. You would rather your dad marry your stepsister than your dad turning into your mom. I don't know which one I would pick. I think they would both be extremely hard to, I guess, get used to. But I don't know which one I'd prefer. Mm, no, I don't know. That's weird. Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with what you guys are all picking because I don't want my dad to like compete with my mom, like kind of have the same style or look the same or whatnot. So I like more just like kind of like having different food. I would rather have like two different styles of parents. Just call it that. So I think that would be harder for me. So I'll stick with what you guys are saying. But that would still make me like so uncomfortable. The second one. It's kind of like poison versus poison, but yeah. Can't say I blame the families to be disconnected with a Musk. Lucy stole my Dragon Balls and my sweet chocolate. I'm ruining a lot of people's childhoods right now and probably making you picture things with your parents that you never had to before. But what if your cousin is hot, Bardista said? Oh my god. Like, wait. That reminds me of Wolf of Wall Street, where the guy, I forgot his name, but it was like Leonardo DiCaprio's friend that he recruited. And did he marry his cousin? Was it his first cousin or second cousin? I think he said it was his second cousin, or maybe it was the first cousin. And they had kids. But he was like, don't worry. They're like, fine. I can't say the R word. But anyways, they still don't like it. Aro admitted in his new interview with The Sun. They feel a bit creepy about it because she's their sister, their half sister, he says. Wait. Elon. I was like, Elon. Elon has not publicly commented on his father's latest baby admission. The pair are still estranged. I don't think he's going to comment on his dad because I didn't even see him comment on Twitter about, I guess the twins that he had with the Neuralink lady. The pair are still estranged, with Elon describing his dad as a terrible human being in an interview with Rolling Stone. I mean, honestly, I love Elon Musk and all, but I gotta say, I don't think I would, even if my dad went there and did what his dad did, I think a terrible human being, because I don't think that's what makes you a terrible human being, regardless of all the scenarios we just said. I don't think that that makes him a terrible human being because we're not like I think everyone's factoring like, oh, it's his fault, like he's doing this, that's gross. But we don't know the whole ordeal. What if Jenna, is the one who we don't know who came on to who is all I'm saying. Okay. But anyways, I don't think that that's enough for me to call my father a horrible human, terrible human being. I think I would need my dad to do something like, I don't know, run a really, really bad factory of like the hurting women and children or something. I don't know. You'd have to be like really cruel for me to call him like a terrible human being in a sense. The Post has reached out to Tesla CEO for comment. And it says Aro and Jenna's son, born in 2017, is named Elliot Rush and nicknamed Rushi. Oh my God, that's kind of like Yoshi. Aro has not disclosed the name of their daughter, who was born in 2019. Despite the fact that they are no longer a couple, Aro said Jenna and their two children have come to stay at his home in Pretoria, South Africa. Oh, so he's still in South Africa. They spent a few days here about 6 months ago, and the kids were starting to get on my nerves, he candidly stated. Then I miss them as soon as they have gone. Aro admitted that he didn't ask Jenna for a paternity test to make sure he was the father of their now 3-year-old, saying, I haven't checked her DNA, but she looks just like my other daughters. So it's pretty obvious, you know. However, the wealthy businessman stated that there are other women claiming that he has also fathered their children. I have about 6 people, women, who claim that their children is my child right now. Obviously, they are opportunists, he stated. But how would you know unless you took a paternity test? But there was a period in Johannesburg in the 80s that I was going out with a different woman every night. Oh my. I had plenty of dates, so it's quite conceivable that one of them could actually come back and say, "This is your child." It's possible. Meanwhile, the elderly patriarch says he hasn't ruled out the possibility of having more children in the future. If I could have another child, I would. I can't see any reason not to. Indeed, Aro officially has fewer children than his most famous son, Elon Musk, at 51 years old, who is now a father of 10. The Tesla CEO confirmed last week that he fathered twins with it's Siobhan Zillis, not Shava. Siobhan Zillis, a 36-year-old executive at his brain chip company Neuralink, doing my best to help the underpopulation crisis. Musk tweeted out last Thursday, a collapsing birth rate is the biggest danger civilization faces by far. The twins, whose names have not been disclosed, were born just weeks before Musk welcomed his second child, Exa Dark Citadel, I don't know how to pronounce that, with Canadian pop star Grimes. Musk and Grimes have 2-year-old son, I don't know how to say that. Let's just say baby X. The world's richest man became first a father back in 2002, welcoming a son named Nevada with then wife Justine Wilson, welcoming a son named Okay. Tragically, the baby boy died just 10 weeks later from sudden infant death syndrome. We talked about this, unfortunately. Elon and Justine went on to have 5 more children, twins and triplets Kai, Saxon, and Damien before their divorce in 2008. So wait, that's five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so technically he fathered 10 children, but one of the children, the baby boy, passed away. So really he has 9 living children right now. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. Wait, sorry, let me read some of your comments. Mr. Moore, thank you for being 7 months of the Rubber Chicken YOLO gang. My. It's been a long time. 7 months of being a member of my fave Luci channel. Welcome. Always good to have you here. And thank you, Zombie Doge Army, for the super chat. Dragon Balls. Literally, they look like Dragon Balls. I mean, you can't deny it with less stars. Yeah, imagine having a stepsister and suddenly become your mom. It's tough, but I guess for you guys, you'd rather have that than have your dad turn into your mom, which is something that Kylie Jenner and Kendall Jenner have to deal with. Luci, come here. Wait, hold on. Read that. Dragon Balls is now a thing. It must be mentioned every stream now. I guess it's literally on every new super chat. Diggus release the client list. No justice until the client list is released. No proof, no justice. Are we talking about the client list of Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell? What's her last name? Something Maxwell. I already forgot her name already. But Mrs. Maxwell, who's going to jail for a very, very long time. I don't think we're going to see that client list anytime soon, guys. I'm sorry. Henry Beadle says, even 60 years ago, this is kind of normal. Weird stories out there. Some countries practice this today. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, people in America and Canada and Europe and stuff like that, they're going to judge it, like, regardless. And I think in China, that's kind of frowned upon too. I doubt that's okay in Japan and Korea and whatnot. But there's so many other countries that I might have not been to and don't know the rules over there. But I have a feeling in a lot of countries out there, due to their different laws and different cultures, it's probably still okay to marry somebody that's like closer in the bloodline than Americans are used to. But again, this is not like they're related. It would get really weird or weirder a lot quicker if there was any blood relations involved. So with Woody Allen and Elon Musk, luckily, there is no blood involvement. So it really just comes down to how people are still going to look at it, though, in a very, very negative light, especially if you start thinking about the when were they attracted to each other situation. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. None of these news, though, at the end of the day, makes me like Elon Musk any less, because again, you can't control who's in your family, and you really can't control what goes on with your friends and family. You can only control what you do yourself. And yeah, this is a really just wild piece of news that definitely makes headlines. And I feel like his dad might have just been like, all right, enough is enough. Let's just out myself to the world and talk about all these things that maybe people are going to frown upon, but who cares? So, cheers to him and his bravery. That's definitely made an interesting episode over here. Hi there, Eric the Dream Guy. I found the big is Cyber Squad, the guy who I challenged him to erase, and I won. One of the few right leaning Latinos in California, Henry says. 6 other women claiming kids. Jesus, he was busy, Bortisa says. All right, take care, guys. See you soon. I'm going to go and watch my Grey's Anatomy again, and see you soon on the next live stream. But watch out for my upcoming short main channel, not second channel, on the main channel tomorrow in the afternoon, and I'll definitely be there for a live stream. Peace.